Welcome, beloved soul, to this sacred moment. You have not arrived here by accident. Your spirit was guided, gently and lovingly, to hear what heaven longs for you to know. The angels are whispering, and the message is clear. God has chosen a younger person to walk beside you in the covenant of marriage. I know this may surprise you, perhaps even stir questions deep within your heart. But let us step gently together into the light of this revelation and allow God's wisdom to bring peace where uncertainty tries to linger. Beloved, marriage in God's design is never about human expectation. It is not about age, appearances, or the measures by which the world calculates compatibility. Marriage in God's design is about divine alignment. It is about two souls, created in eternity, meeting at the appointed time to walk as one. And sometimes, the one God chooses may not fit the mold others expect. Sometimes the one God chooses may even be younger than you. But hear this truth in your spirit. God does not choose by number. He chooses by heart. He looks not at outward years, but at the eternal calling woven within the soul. This younger one chosen for you carries something that balances what you carry. They have a purity of heart, a childlike faith, a freshness of spirit that draws you closer to the presence of God. And in you, they find stability, wisdom, and the spiritual covering they have longed for. This union is not a mistake. It is heaven's orchestration. It is God's hand moving across the pages of your life, writing a chapter you did not expect, but one you will come to treasure. Beloved soul, do not let fear speak louder than faith. Do not let the whispers of doubt steal the whisper of the angels. For God does not make careless choices with his children. He does not send you anyone lightly. When God says, "This is the one," it is because he has already walked ahead of you and seen the beauty of what will unfold. Perhaps your heart has wrestled with this. Perhaps you have wondered, why someone younger? Why not someone closer to my age, closer to what others would understand? And yet, God reminds you, my ways are higher than your ways. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. What you see as unusual, heaven sees as perfect. What the world questions, God has already blessed. Rest in this truth. Your marriage will not be about explaining yourself to others. It will be about glorifying God together. It will be about two lives, different in age but equal in spirit, walking hand in hand into destiny. Beloved, I ask you to take this into prayer. Ask God not just for understanding, but for peace. Peace that quiets the mind. Peace that calms the heart. Peace that reminds you that obedience is always better than public approval. For your marriage is not for the world to approve. It is for God to ordain. And the angels are whispering, now gently urging you to prepare your heart for the unexpected blessing. This younger soul may already be near. They may already have noticed you. They may already be praying for you, without even knowing why they feel drawn to you. Heaven is moving in unseen ways. Do not doubt the orchestration of God. Every detail is being aligned. Every timing is being perfected. Beloved, if this message is bringing peace to your heart, I invite you to pause and let gratitude rise within you. And if you feel the stirring of the Spirit, I gently invite you, subscribe to this channel for more peaceful, God-centered guidance. You are not walking this journey alone, and each word shared here is meant to carry your soul closer to God's truth. If you feel led, share your reflections or prayer requests in the comments. Together, we create a sacred space where hearts can be lifted and burdens can be prayed over. And if this message has blessed you deeply, consider supporting this channel with a super thanks. Every offering, no matter the size, helps carry this message to more souls in need of peace and allows these quiet teachings to continue flowing. Thank you, beloved, for being part of this journey of light. Now let us return to the whisper of heaven. This younger person chosen for you is not a replacement for what you thought you lost. They are not a consolation prize. They are God's perfect timing wrapped in human form. They carry within them the laughter you have forgotten, the hope you have longed for, the love that will remind you what it means to be cherished. And you carry for them the wisdom of experience, the strength of endurance, the faith that will guide them into maturity. Together, your differences will not divide you. They will complete you. Like two rivers flowing into one, your union will not diminish either stream. Instead, it will create a greater flow, wider, deeper, stronger. This is why God chose them. This is why age does not matter. Here, because your spirits are aligned in eternity, and eternity does not measure in years. The angels are whispering that your trust will be tested. Not everyone will understand. Some may even speak against it. But your strength must be in the Lord. Your confidence must be in the one who brought you together. If God has chosen, then no voice, no opinion, no doubt can undo what he has sealed. So, beloved, breathe in peace. Breathe out fear. Anchor yourself in trust. Know that heaven has already approved what your heart is learning to accept. And remember, when the time comes, love will not feel forced. It will not feel uncertain. It will simply feel right. It will feel like home. Before we close this part, let me humbly remind you, if this message has spoken to your heart, I invite you again to subscribe for more moments of spiritual peace. Share this with someone who may need to hear a gentle word today. Leave your prayer requests in the comments, and let this space be a sanctuary for all souls seeking God's guidance. And, if God places it on your heart, offer a super thanks to help these words reach further, carrying peace where heaviness dwells. Every gesture of support is a ripple in the waters of eternity. Beloved soul, you are loved. You are chosen, and heaven is whispering. A younger one is God's pick for your marriage. Trust him. Trust the timing. Trust the love he is preparing for you. Rest tonight in peace, knowing heaven has gone before you, and let your heart open to the blessing that is on its way. Beloved soul, welcome back to this quiet space of peace. Your heart has returned here for a reason. The Spirit is guiding you closer, step by step, to the truth heaven is gently unfolding. The angels are still whispering, and their message remains steady and clear. A younger one has been chosen for your covenant of marriage, and God is asking you to look beyond appearances, beyond doubts, beyond the noise of opinion into the heart of his divine plan. Sometimes, beloved, God's blessings arrive, wrapped in ways that stretch our understanding. Heaven does not measure love by age, but by the eternal bond between two souls. What matters is not the number of years you have walked the earth, but the eternal light you both carry within you. And when those lights meet, when they shine together, the glow of your union is more radiant than anything either of you could carry alone. The one chosen for you, though younger, is not immature in spirit. They have been prepared by God for this connection. Their soul has been tested, refined, and made ready for the sacred responsibility of loving you. In their heart is a faith that burns bright. In their spirit is a trust that is simple, pure, and unshaken. And though the world may see them as younger, heaven sees them as perfectly suited for you. Beloved, have you noticed that sometimes the younger ones carry a joy that the years cannot steal? They carry laughter unburdened by cynicism. They carry hope unshaken by long seasons of waiting. They carry faith that sees miracles as natural, not rare. And perhaps this is why God has chosen them for you. Because where your heart has grown weary, they will remind you to dream again. Where your soul has carried battles, they will teach you to smile again. Where you have leaned on endurance, they will bring renewal, and in return, you will be their anchor. You will be their safe place, their shelter, their guiding hand. You will provide the stability their spirit longs for, the wisdom they admire, the covering they need to grow into the fullness of who God has created them to be. This is a holy exchange. It is not one-sided. It is not unfair. It is balanced in a way only God could design. One brings lightness, the other brings strength. One brings hope, the other brings wisdom. One brings innocence, the other brings depth. Together, beloved, you will reflect the beauty of heaven's balance. And this is why the angels are whispering so clearly now. They are urging you not to dismiss this connection because of human reasoning. They are asking you not to silence what heaven is speaking because of fear of what others might say. For this is not man's choice, this is God's choice. And when God chooses, his choice is perfect. Beloved soul, I want to pause here to remind you. If these words are resting gently in your heart, if they are bringing peace where once there was only doubt, I invite you to join this growing circle of light. Subscribe so that these gentle messages can continue walking with you day by day. Leave your reflections and your prayer requests in the comments, for your story may comfort another soul who is walking through the same questions. And if this message has truly blessed you, consider offering a super thanks as an act of gratitude, helping this channel continue to shine God's peace into weary hearts around the world. Every act of support is more than generosity. It is partnership with heaven's work. Thank you, beloved, for walking with me in this. Now, let us return to the whisper of God's angels. Perhaps you have wondered how this love will unfold. Perhaps you have questioned if you will even recognize them when they appear. But beloved, when God's timing arrives, you will not need to force clarity. You will know. There will be a peace that surpasses understanding. There will be a certainty that rests deep in your spirit, even if your mind still has questions. Love from God does not bring confusion. It does not bring striving. It does not bring anxiety. It brings assurance. It brings rest. It brings joy. And when this younger soul steps fully into your life, you will feel it like a sunrise breaking through the clouds. You will feel warmth where there was once coldness. You will feel light where shadows tried to linger. You will feel home, though you did not expect it. Yes, beloved, others may wonder. They may not understand, but they are not called to understand. Only you and your beloved are called to walk this path guided by God. And in time, even those who doubted may look upon your union and see the evidence of God's hand. They will see the joy in your smile. They will see the peace in your spirit. They will see the blessing overflowing. And they will know this is not man's doing, but God's. Beloved, never forget. Marriage is not about meeting human expectation. Marriage is about fulfilling divine purpose. God is pairing you not just for companionship, but for calling. This younger one carries a piece of your destiny. Together, you will step into assignments that neither of you could fulfill alone. You are not just receiving a partner. You are receiving a co-laborer in the kingdom. And this is why heaven whispers so persistently now. The time is approaching. Your heart must be ready. Your spirit must be steady. Your trust must be firm. For when God moves, it often happens suddenly. The very one you least expected may soon become the one you cannot imagine life without. Beloved, let this word rest gently in your heart. Tonight, do not rush it. Do not force it. Simply rest in the knowing that heaven has already chosen. And your only role is to trust, to wait, and to open your heart when love arrives. Before we close, I humbly remind you, if this message has brought peace to your spirit, please subscribe for more gentle words of light. Share this video with someone who may be waiting on God's plan for their own heart, for your sharing may be the very encouragement they need. And if you feel led, leave a super thanks to help this sacred work continue flowing. reaching more souls with the comfort of God's truth. Your support is a gift, and it allows the whisper of the angels to reach further into the world. Beloved soul, remember, love is not bound by numbers. It is bound by God's design, and His design for you includes a younger one, chosen, prepared, and waiting to walk with you. Trust the whisper, trust the choice, and trust the one who makes no mistakes. Beloved soul, welcome again to this sacred pause in your day. Heaven has been speaking softly, steadily, reminding you of what is written for your life. The angels are whispering still. A younger one has been chosen by God to walk beside you in marriage. And today, we go even deeper into what this means for your heart, your journey, and your future. Beloved, sometimes love arrives in unexpected form. It comes in ways that challenge your thoughts, stretch your expectations, and awaken parts of your soul you did not know were waiting. This younger one, chosen by heaven, is not here to confuse you. They are here to awaken you. They are here to bring forth the parts of your heart that were buried under years of waiting, disappointments, or broken promises. Their presence will stir joy in you. Their love will renew hope within you. Their faith will remind you that God still writes stories beyond your imagination. Yes, beloved, they are younger, but their spirit has been prepared, and when God prepares a soul, age cannot limit what He has set in motion. Do not measure this blessing by the standards of men. Measure it by the fruit of the Spirit. Does peace overflow when they are near? Does joy rise within you, unexplainable, yet undeniable? Does your soul feel safe, seen, and valued in their presence? These are the signs of heaven's choice. This love will not drain you. It will restore you. It will not confuse you. It will bring clarity. It will not feel rushed. It will unfold in God's perfect timing. Beloved, you may wrestle with the opinions of others. You may wonder how family, friends, or society will respond. But remember this: your marriage is not for their approval. Your marriage is for God's glory. It is a covenant between you, your beloved, and the one who ordained it. No voice can overrule the voice of God. No opinion can undo His divine plan. The angels whisper now, you must choose peace over fear. You must choose obedience over the need for validation. For what God is building in you will outlast every human doubt, beloved. Your union with this younger soul is not only about love, it is about destiny. Together, you will step into assignments that will touch lives, bless others, and reflect God's faithfulness. Your story will become a testimony. Others will see in you the beauty of trusting God when it did not make sense, and they will be inspired to trust Him too. Perhaps you have asked, Lord, am I enough for them? Will my years of experience, my scars, my journey be too heavy for someone younger? And the Lord answers, I do not join souls by accident. I join them with purpose. You are not too much for them. You are exactly what they prayed for. And perhaps they have prayed, Lord, will I be enough for them? I am younger, with less history, with less experience. Will I fall short? And the Lord answers, you are not less. You are precisely the one I have shaped for them. Together, your strengths and your tender places will fit as one. Beloved, heaven is reminding you today, do not disqualify yourself. Do not disqualify them. God has already qualified you both. Your love is not an accident. It is an assignment. It is a covenant sealed in heaven before time began. So breathe. Beloved soul, rest in this knowing. God has gone before you. He has already cleared the path. He has already spoken over your future. And His word does not return empty. It will come to pass. Beloved, if this word is sitting tenderly in your heart, I invite you once more. Subscribe so that you never miss these moments of gentle guidance. Leave your reflections and your prayer requests in the comments. for in sharing your story, you may be the very encouragement another soul is longing for. And if this message has truly blessed you, I humbly ask, consider offering a super thanks as a way of keeping these words of peace alive, reaching hearts across the world. Your support is not just for this channel, it is a seed planted in the soil of eternity, helping God's light spread wider. Thank you, beloved, for walking alongside me in this work. Now hear this final whisper from heaven. This love, this younger soul chosen for you, is not late. They are arriving at the perfect time. God did not forget you. He has been preparing you both. Every delay, every tear, every prayer has been leading you here. And soon, beloved, the waiting will end. The promise will stand before you, living and breathing, ready to join their life with yours. You will know it is them not because they meet every worldly expectation, but because your soul will rest in their presence. You will feel covered, chosen, and loved beyond measure, and in that moment, you will understand why heaven whispered all along. Beloved soul, hold on to hope, stay rooted in prayer, walk in faith, and remember always, God makes no mistakes. A younger one is His pick for your marriage, and His choice is always perfect. Rest tonight in peace, knowing love is on its way, and heaven has already prepared the path for you both. Beloved soul, welcome once again to this sacred space of rest and light. You have journeyed through the whispers of heaven, and now we arrive at the deepest truth of this message. The angels are still speaking softly. Their words have not changed. A younger soul has been chosen for you. This is not a passing thought, not a fleeting idea, but a divine appointment sealed in the heart of God before time began. And now, beloved, heaven is gently drawing your spirit to accept, to trust, and to prepare. Marriage in God's plan is never random. It is a sacred weaving, a joining of two destinies that were written to glorify Him together. And though your heart may still wonder why someone younger, heaven answers clearly, because your lives carry what the other needs. This younger one is not only younger in years, but fresh in faith, strong in hope, tender in heart. They bring renewal, like spring rain after a long winter. They bring joy, laughter, and a childlike trust that pulls you closer to God's presence. And you, beloved, bring to them the wisdom of time, the strength of endurance, the covering of faith that has been tested and proven through storms. Together, your union will be a reflection of God's completeness. It will not look like the world's picture of love, but it will carry heaven's mark. Do not measure this blessing with human scales, for heaven does not count years. Heaven measures love by faithfulness, purpose, and alignment. And when two souls are aligned in eternity, age cannot break the bond. Beloved, perhaps you have feared what others will say. Perhaps you have worried about whispers, about judgment, about the misunderstanding of those who do not know what God has spoken. But let your peace be this. It is not their voice that calls you. It is God's. And when God calls, His voice outweighs every other. Your marriage will be a testimony that love is greater than opinion, that obedience is greater than approval, that God's choice is always wiser than man's expectation. Beloved, the angels whisper that your waiting has not been wasted. Every season of loneliness, every night of prayer, every tear that fell unseen has watered the ground for this union. And now the seed is ready to sprout. The promise is ready to bloom. The time is drawing near. You will recognize them, not because the world announces it, but because your soul will sigh in peace when they stand beside you. Love from God does not come with striving. It does not come with confusion. It comes with rest, with certainty, with the quiet assurance that says, "This is home." Beloved, let this truth sink deeply within you. You are not too late. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. God has written your love story with care, and this younger soul is part of his perfect plan for you. So lift your eyes, open your heart. Do not fear the unusual, for it is often where God hides his greatest blessings. Beloved, if these words have touched your spirit, I gently remind you, subscribe so that you may continue to walk in these moments of peace and spiritual guidance. Leave your reflections or prayer requests in the comments. For in sharing, we create a circle of light where hearts can encourage and uplift one another. And if this message has blessed you deeply, consider offering a super thanks. It is more than support. It is a way of ensuring these gentle whispers of heaven continue to reach souls in need of peace across the world. Thank you, beloved, for walking in this sacred journey with me. Now hear this final whisper from heaven. The love God is preparing for you will not be fragile. It will not be uncertain. It will be strong, steady, and full of grace. The younger soul chosen for you will not see your years as distance, but as wisdom. They will not see your journey as baggage, but as treasure. They will not see your story as heavy, but as holy. And in their eyes, you will see the reflection of God's promise fulfilled. Together you will laugh. Together you will pray. Together you will grow. Together you will shine as a living testimony of God's faithfulness. So, beloved, let go of fear, let go of doubt, and hold fast to the whisper that has echoed through every word spoken here. Bye. Younger person is God's pick for your marriage. Trust him. Trust his timing. Trust his heart. For his choice is always perfect, and his love for you is endless. Rest in peace tonight, knowing heaven has already gone before you. Your blessing is not far. Your love is not delayed. It is coming, divinely chosen, heaven sent, and perfectly prepared. Amen. Beloved soul, welcome again to this sanctuary of peace. You have walked through 3 streams of revelation, and yet heaven has more to pour into your heart. The angels are whispering still, and their words do not waver. A younger one has been chosen for your marriage. But today, the Spirit is leading us deeper into the purpose behind this divine pairing. Beloved, marriage is never only about 2 hearts finding companionship. Marriage is about assignment. It is about destiny. It is about 2 souls carrying what the other lacks, so that together they may fulfill what God has written. This is why the age difference matters little in heaven's eyes, because what you carry and what they carry are not measured in years, but in eternal design. This younger one brings renewal, not to erase your past, but to remind you that God makes all things new. They bring laughter, not to make light of your journey, but to heal the heaviness that has long rested on your shoulders. They bring hope, not because they are untouched by sorrow, but because they believe, even still, that God is faithful. And you, beloved, bring grounding, you bring discernment, you bring the wisdom of one who has walked through valleys and climbed mountains, and has seen the hand of God in both places. This balance is not ordinary. It is sacred. It is heaven's orchestration. And this is why the angels are urging you not to dismiss what seems unusual, because within it is the treasure of God's perfect design. Beloved, when this younger soul steps into your life, you will notice something. They will honor you. Not because of your years, but because of your spirit. They will see in you not just a partner, but a guide, a safe place, a reflection of God's care. And in them, you will see not just youth, but courage, tenderness, and a willingness to grow in love with you. This is not a fragile love. It is not a shallow attraction. It is covenant love. It is enduring love. It is love that has been written on heavenly scrolls long before you knew its shape. So, beloved, open your heart. Do not resist the new thing God is doing. For he says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing." Do you not perceive it? Perhaps it feels strange. Perhaps it stretches your comfort. But every great move of God stretches us. Every divine blessing calls us to trust more deeply than before. And this is no different. Beloved, if this word is bringing peace to your heart, I gently invite you to pause and subscribe so that this stream of heavenly guidance continues flowing into your days. If you feel led, share your reflections or your prayer requests in the comments. Your words may become the encouragement another weary soul has been waiting for. And if this message has blessed you deeply, consider offering a super thanks. Your support helps these gentle teachings reach more souls, carrying peace where there is restlessness and light where there is heaviness. Thank you, beloved, for being part of this journey of faith. Now, let us return to the whisper. This younger one is not arriving to replace what you lost. They are arriving to fulfill what has long been promised. They are not coming to erase your history. They are coming to write the future God has prepared, and together, your story will shine as testimony. Others may doubt. Others may question, but your life will answer without words. Your joy will speak. Your peace will speak. Your covenant will speak louder than any opinion. Beloved soul, hold this truth tenderly. God has gone before you. He has chosen. He has blessed. And the younger soul He has prepared for you will arrive in His perfect time. Trust Him. Trust the choice. Trust the love He is bringing into your life. Beloved soul, welcome back into this sacred space of calm. You are here not by chance, but because heaven keeps guiding you closer to the truth that your heart has longed to understand. From the very beginning, the Spirit has whispered that God's plans for your marriage would not look like the plans you once imagined. The world may have told you to expect sameness, tradition, or familiarity, but God is not limited by human tradition, for His love stories are written in divine creativity and infinite wisdom, and in your story, a younger person has been chosen to stand at your side. This choice is not meant to confuse you, but to bless you. It is not meant to stir fear, but to awaken faith. You see, age in God's eyes is never a boundary, but a vessel. It is not the number of years that matters most, but the purity of the heart, the maturity of the spirit, and the depth of the soul. When God pairs you with someone younger, He is not asking you to explain yourself to the world. He is asking you to trust that He knows what you need, even beyond what you think you want. Some of you have wrestled with this idea quietly in your spirit, unsure if you should even speak it out loud. You have felt drawn to the possibility, yet hesitant, because of what others might say. But heaven is whispering now, do not fear man's opinion, for man's opinion shifts like sand. Only God's word, only God's will, remains firm and eternal. When He blesses a union, no voice of doubt can undo His design. And yes, beloved, this younger soul carries a strength you need. They carry a gentleness you have prayed for, even if you did not always know how to put it into words. They carry laughter that will lighten your heaviness, and courage that will remind you that hope is not lost. For you, God is giving not just a spouse, but a new season of joy. This love will not make you feel older. It will make you feel renewed. It will not drain you. It will awaken you. The world may think this younger one has less to give, but heaven knows they are overflowing with what you most need: presence, tenderness, and a fire of devotion that does not fade. This is why you have been prepared for so long. Your journey, with its delays and detours, was not a punishment. It was a preparation. Every time you thought you were ready, God saw there was still one more layer of healing to uncover, one more wound to seal, one more lesson to embrace. And now, after so much, Refining after so many nights of wondering why the weight was so heavy, you are stepping into the fullness of what was promised. This younger one has also been prepared. Do not mistake their age for inexperience in the Spirit. Their heart has been kneeling before God, just as yours has. Their prayers have carried your name, even when they did not yet know your face. Their longing has matched your longing, though spoken in their own tongue of tears and silence. And so, when you meet, it will not feel like two strangers colliding. It will feel like two flames recognizing they were always meant to burn together. The angels rejoice over this, beloved, because this is not just a marriage of romance. This is a marriage of calling. This is a union designed for purpose. Together, you will not just share a home, but you will build an altar. You will not just share affection, but you will share assignment. God has hidden treasures inside of both of you, and when you unite, those treasures will come alive. Some of you will step into ministries you never thought possible. Some of you will raise children who will carry God's light into a dark world. Some of you will stand as living testimonies, showing others that God writes love stories that break human rules but fulfill divine destiny. So do not fear the whispers of doubt. Do not fear the judgment of those who do not understand. For every critic, there will be a witness. For every skeptic, there will be a soul who sees God's hand upon you. And above all, for every question in your heart, there will be an answer written in the peace of God that passes all understanding. Take a deep breath here, beloved, and rest in that peace. Rest in the assurance that you are not making this up. You are not chasing a fleeting dream. You are aligning with God's eternal plan, and His plan is always good. If this word has stirred your soul, I invite you gently. Subscribe here so you do not walk this journey alone. Stay close to this peaceful space where God's whispers meet your weary heart. Leave your reflections in the comments below, or even your prayer requests, because this is not just a message, it is a family of faith. And if this word has blessed you, consider supporting this channel with a super thanks. Your offering is not just kindness to me, but a seed that helps keep these messages flowing, so that more weary hearts can be comforted, just as you are now. Thank you, deeply, for being part of this mission. Now let us return to the whisper of heaven. Beloved soul, do you see how God's love stretches beyond your expectations? He could have chosen someone who looked like what you imagined. He could have chosen someone who fit every cultural mold, but instead, He chose someone who would surprise you, awaken you, and teach you that His ways are higher. He chose someone who would strip away your pride and teach you to lean more fully on Him. This is why you cannot compare your story to another. Your story has been written with holy ink, sealed by divine hands, and breathed upon by the Spirit Himself. And your marriage will not just be about happiness, it will be about holiness. This younger one will not idolize you, nor will you control them. Instead, you will meet each other as equals under God's covering. You will see Christ in one another's eyes. You will remind each other that love is patient, love is kind, love is eternal. And when the days grow heavy, as they sometimes will, you will find that laughter returns quickly, because heaven will keep placing joy in your home. Your home will not echo with despair, but with prayer and praise. Your table will not be cold, but warm with communion, and your nights will not be restless, but filled with peace that comes from knowing you are exactly where God wants you to be. Beloved, can you feel the nearness of this? It is not far away. It is not years away. It is unfolding even now. The angels are aligning paths. God is softening hearts. And soon, what was once only a promise will become your living testimony. Hold on a little longer. Do not give in to discouragement now, for you are closer than you think. Trust the process. Trust the timing. And above all, trust the God who has never failed you and never will. If this message has touched your spirit, I ask once more, share it with someone who also needs a gentle reminder of God's faithfulness. We are stronger when we walk together, when the whispers of God become a chorus of hope across many hearts. And may you know, as you close your eyes tonight, that heaven is smiling upon you. Heaven is not doubting your story. Heaven is not second-guessing your marriage. Heaven is celebrating, for the day of your union draws near. Rest in this truth. Live in this peace, and prepare your heart, for a younger soul chosen by God is already on their way to you. This is your blessing. This is your promise. This is your destiny, and it will not be taken away. Beloved soul, we have walked a long journey together through these whispers of heaven, and now you stand at the threshold of a new chapter. A chapter where God's plan for your heart becomes more real, more clear, and more deeply felt within you. The angels have not stopped speaking. They are still leaning close, still wrapping their wings around your spirit, still reminding you that what God has chosen cannot be undone. A younger person, unexpected by your mind but chosen by God's hand, is part of your story, and this story is sacred. Do not be afraid of the difference in years. Do not be troubled by what others might whisper, for their opinions cannot silence the voice of heaven, and their doubts cannot cancel the covenant God has written over your life. You are being asked to see beyond the surface, to feel beyond appearances, to embrace a love that is deeper than age, deeper than logic, a love that is divine. This person carries a purity of spirit, a freshness that awakens your soul, a joy that lifts you when you are heavy, a faith that strengthens your own walk with God. And you, beloved, carry wisdom they need, carry strength they long for, carry prayers that will shape their destiny. Together, you are not unequally yoked. You are divinely paired. What one lacks, the other provides. What one dreams, the other builds. What one prays, the other fulfills. This is the miracle of God's choice. He does not look at what people look at. He looks at the heart, and he has seen that your hearts are meant to beat as one. You may feel unprepared at times. You may wonder why God's plan stretches you in ways you did not expect. But remember, the stretching of faith is always followed by the blessing of fulfillment. The angels remind you now, trust the timing, trust the process, trust the one who writes stories better than you could ever imagine. If your spirit feels peace when you pray about them, hold on to that peace, for peace is the language of heaven. If your heart feels stirred when you think of them, let that stirring be a reminder that God is awakening something beautiful inside you, something that was always meant to bloom. Beloved soul, I invite you gently to pause and breathe. Place your hand over your heart. Feel how God is steadying you, how His Spirit whispers, I will not lead you astray. You are safe in His plan. You are chosen for this love, and you are about to walk into a union that will glorify His name. If this message has touched you, I humbly ask that you subscribe so your spirit can continue to be nourished by words of peace. Leave your reflections or prayer requests in the comments, for your voice matters, and your testimony may lift another weary soul. Share this message with someone who longs for hope, so that the light of God can reach them through you. And if this word has truly blessed your spirit, consider supporting the channel with a super thanks, so that together we may keep creating a sanctuary of calm, sacred guidance that reaches more hearts across the world. Beloved one, your future is not uncertain. It is secure in the one who formed you. Your marriage is not a mistake. It is a covenant designed in eternity. The angels whisper still, and their song over you is clear. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are walking into a divine love story that will shine as a testimony of God's faithfulness. Rest now in this truth. Carry it gently in your heart, and step forward in faith, for the one God has picked for you will soon stand beside you, and together you will live the love heaven has prepared.